Hello, today is time for another what I eat in a day video. So I've just come back from a blood test, which I couldn't eat before, obviously, and right now I'm making my breakfast. It's 11 o'clock and I'm super hungry, so I'm making my traditional porridge with just rolled oats, some milk, a bit of raisins, and a bit of salt, and that's it. I love it. And something really interesting happened while I was doing my blood test. For the first time ever, I actually had inflamed vein. So it literally inflated like a balloon, and it was super painful. And I got so scared that I nearly fainted. So they put me on the bed, and they kept ice on my arm for 20 minutes, and they kept giving me water. And I was so scared that I wasn't going to get back home safely, so they wanted to bring me home by car. They wanted to go and bring me a coffee or tea or something to eat from the bar downstairs. It was kind of crazy because they were so worried, and they apologized 100 times. But it was a really scary experience because I was just lying there and I felt like I was just about to switch off. Like I couldn't do anything, I couldn't control it. So luckily now I'm fine. So that's my poor arm. It looks alright, but it's so painful. I can't stretch it out completely more than that. Ow! Let's hope that it will be gone in a few hours, because I feel kind of, I don't know, it's like I can't do anything. It's so painful. So here's my porridge getting cooked. It looks beautiful. And here's Mr. Jimmy. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that he had a lot of health issues. He had an operation just over 2 weeks ago, and so he has his fur shaped in a lot of different places. But if you're wondering how he's doing brilliantly. Still has some issues, but he's alive and he's well and he's happy, and that's all that counts, really. And here's my porridge. I just sprinkled a little bit of palm honey or palm syrup on top for a little bit of sweetness, and I'm going to tuck in Jimmy. He's still hungry. This boy is so hungry. And now I'm having my cup of tea with a square of an 82% cacao chocolate. This one is my favorite. I mentioned it many times, I think, already. It's from Lidl. If you live in Europe and you have Lidl in your country, you must try it. It's seriously the best. Oh, it's actually 81%, not 82. I got confused. And the tea that I'm having is this one. Organic Monthly Comfort Tea. Is really nice. It's got lots of nice herbs, and it's good for periods and postpartum care. It gets rid of cramps, heavy bleeding. It's from Earth Mama Angel Baby Organics. Alright, I've been working very hard, and I wrote down all the research for 2 videos, very important videos that I'm going to film this afternoon. Now I actually really need to film them soon because the sun is going down and it's going to be dark. So I don't have time to cook lunch for now, even though it's already 2 o'clock. But I will have to wait because filming this video for you guys is more important. So, to give myself energy and not to feel too hungry, so that I have enough concentration for filming, I'm going to have some watermelon. It's not really the best weather for it. It's quite cold. There is a massive storm coming. Our first storm of the season. But I always have a special place in my heart for watermelon. So that's what I'm going to have. I'm so grateful that it's still in season. Still beautiful red, very sweet, very juicy, and it's going to give me plenty of energy. In the meanwhile, look at this married couple. It's so nice to see them together, because they were quarantined for a month because of all these horrible events that happened in our life. But now they're back together as husband and wife and sharing the bed, and it's just so nice. Okay, video's filmed, and now it's time to finally make a very late lunch. So the other time, a couple of months ago or a month ago, when I posted the last what I ate in a day video, I promised to show you how to cook the juiciest, most delicious chicken breast ever. But then my chicken breast wasn't defrosted yet, so I promised to do it next time. So today's the day when I'm finally going to share the recipe with you. It's seriously so good. And I usually make more of it so that I can use it for salads and things like that for the next 3 or 4 days, and it's just such a great staple to have. I'm also going to cook some sweet potatoes for carbs to go with them, and then I think I'll probably cook a little bit of aubergine or eggplant, as you call it in America, and red peppers for some more veggies. This is going to be my lunch and dinner all at once because it's already 6 o'clock. And as always, I really don't want to fake things and to lie to you, pretending that I eat perfectly and always on time and I never skip meals, because the truth is that I just follow my body, and I didn't really want to eat much today, and also I was just really busy. So sometimes I'll just skip the meals and it's fine. You know, a little bit of fasting here or there is actually a good thing. The watermelon just ended up being my lunch, and that's totally fine, because that's what my body wanted today. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is chop this onion and these sweet potatoes. I'm going to peel them first and then slice them. And I always add the onion because it gives it a bit more taste. I just think that, you know, it's just more interesting like that. So let's get chopping. And then I'm just going to cook the onion on some olive oil until it gets softer, probably around 5 minutes. Now while the onions are cooking, I'm also going to chop these up for my second vegetable dish to go with the chicken. Every time I chop a red pepper or yellow pepper, it actually makes me really sad, because Vanessa used to love them. Every time I used to do something with them, she used to come running, crying, asking me to share some with her. And now that she's gone, she's not here anymore, it just feels so lonely and sad and empty every time. So yeah, yellow and red peppers definitely remind me of Vanessa a lot, and it's something that is still quite difficult to deal with. Almost makes me want not eat cooked peppers at all, but they're so nutritious, it's so good for you. I just can't do it. Just check what the onions are doing. Yeah, a couple more minutes and I'll be able to add the sweet potatoes. In the meanwhile, I'm going to start cooking the eggplant and the yellow pepper as well on some olive oil. And then the last thing remaining is literally just the chicken. Just a little bit of salt and black pepper. And then I'm going to close and leave it cooking for around 15 to 20 minutes, I would say. Now the onions are ready to receive the sweet potatoes. I'm going to add some salt to these as well. And black pepper, of course. Sometimes I also really like adding some curry spices, but today I don't really want anything spicy because I'm on my period and spices can actually increase the fire and make the bleeding heavier. So I'd rather just have everything really bland and simple. So that's it. The lid is closed. We'll stay there for around 20 minutes until they get soft. The last step is cooking the chicken, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt on it. This is just fine sea salt. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Moroccan spices, Ras El Hanout, on top. But it can be any spices really. It can be like a spice mixture for chicken, anything that you like using. But I really like this for a bit of Middle Eastern, African flavor. And then I'm just going to rub it into the chicken. And repeat the same thing on the other side. The sweet potatoes are ready, nice and soft. And the other veggies as well. They look beautiful and absolutely delicious. I'm going to put a generous, oops, I'm dropping things. I'm going to put a generous blob of butter. Wait until it melts. Actually, I think I'm going to add a bit more because it's so delicious with it. When the butter is properly hot, I'm going to put the chicken in. And cook it like this on medium-high fire for exactly 2 minutes. Then flip it. Close the lid and cook it for exactly 10 minutes on low fire. And that is it. The chicken is cooking, everything is ready. I'm just going to wash some dishes while it's cooking, and in 20 minutes I'm going to have my dinner all by myself, by the way, because Luca is in Italy right now. He's coming back in around a week, so actually less than a week now. So it's just me and the fairy kids, and regardless, we're eating really well. And then take it off the fire, leave it closed, don't open the lid, and leave it there for 10 more minutes, and then it's ready. It's going to be so juicy, so beautiful and fragrant. And ta-da, the chicken is ready. Let's have a look, shall we? Beautiful. As you can see, there's still quite a bit of juice at the bottom, which is like chicken broth, and it's so nice. The best sauce ever. It's so juicy. Look at that. One last step remains, which is picking up some of that glorious sauce and pouring it all over the chicken, because that's the best thing about this whole dish. And that is my dinner ready. Isn't that glorious? I love this kind of food. While I'm having my dinner, I'm going to continue watching The Outlander. Oh my god, that series is something else. It's amazing. I'm learning so much about history, and the actors are so good. And honestly, if you haven't watched it on Netflix yet, you have to try, because it's just amazing. So I'm going to enjoy myself tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. And if you try the chicken, let me know how you like it. Bye!